My precious child, hear my voice now. This moment is no accident. I am calling you to cast aside your fears and doubts, for the destiny I have prepared for you unfolds in the very next heartbeat. Stay with me until the end, for I am about to reveal the secret to turning your deepest sorrows into unyielding strength, your trials into triumphant victories. Do not let this divine opportunity slip away. For every second you hesitate, my boundless love and promise draw ever nearer to transform your life forever. I have seen your tears shed quietly through the night. I have felt the tug of anxiety in your heart, heard the unspoken questions about your own value. I have marked every breath and every heartbeat, and I know how hard it can be to hold on to hope in a world that offers so many reasons to fear. Yet, I urge you to stand firm, dear soul, for my love for you is deeper than the widest oceans, higher than any mountain peak, and more expansive than the heavens themselves. Even before your very first words, I adored you in my thoughts. You have never been a stranger to me. You have always been a cherished part of my creation, designed for abundant blessings and a renewed sense of peace. I see the moments when you doubt that I truly hear your prayers. You wonder whether I notice your daily struggles, the conflicts in your home, the hidden hurts behind your gentle smile. Rest assured, I watch over you with unwavering attention. Every sigh, every quiet longing of your spirit, none of it escapes me. At times, the weight of your responsibilities may feel overwhelming, as though your strength is fading. But I am here, knocking at the door of your heart. I am ready to help shoulder those burdens if you will only invite me in. It is precisely in your moments of frailty that my divine power shines brightest, reminding you that you were never meant to go it alone. Know this, I am accelerating wonderful changes around you. Some may feel jarring or come unexpectedly, but each serves your highest good. Picture them as seeds pushing through the darkness of the soil to bloom into something beautiful. Some transformations occur quietly, deep within, uprooting old fears and planting fresh faith. Others manifest in outward circumstances, opportunities arriving just when you need them, or a new path unfolding beneath your feet. All of it reflects my careful design, stitching together a grand tapestry intended to bring healing, hope, and a future that flourishes under my guidance. My beloved child, I recognize the hidden struggles within you, the questions about your worth, the anxiety over how you will care for those who depend on you, and those sleepless nights haunted by nagging doubts. Please understand that neither your past mistakes nor others' criticisms define you. My love is an anchor that stabilizes you when the winds of doubt rage. If you open your home, both the physical one and the one within your heart, my spirit will dwell there, replacing fear with courage and closed doors with new possibilities. Trust that I have never left you, not even for a moment. There may be days you believe you must carry every load on your own, thinking that success hinges on your personal effort. But I beckon you toward a different way. I invite you to share your hopes, sorrows, and plans with me. Yes, I want your prayers, even if they feel limited or uncertain. In honest prayer, clarity emerges, your spirit finds renewal, and your heart aligns with mine. Faith is not denial of life's troubles. Rather, it is believing that I can create a path where none seems to exist. It also means letting go of worries you were never meant to bear. Should you yearn for triumph, be prepared. It comes at the cost of steadfast prayer, persistence, and the choice to trust me despite unseen outcomes. Hard work and sacrifice do play a part, but they need not weigh you down when you hold my hand. I wish to bless you with victories that enrich your life and also uplift the people who share in it, your family, friends, and community. I will never place something in your life that causes only heartache, nor will I ask you to abandon the well-being of those closest to you. Instead, I encourage you to carry the radiance of my presence into your home, so that, after your day's labor, you can return to a place of peace. Take care not to be swayed by illusions this world presents. Wealth, recognition, and superficial approval can vanish like early morning mist. You brought nothing into this world, and you will leave carrying nothing material. Yet your heart, shaped by genuine compassion, faith, and devotion, will shine before me. What endures is the love you plant in others, the help you extend to those in need, and the faith you hold close. I treasure the tenderness of your soul, your desire for your loved ones to be safe, and your willingness to reflect my light wherever you are. In time, you will perceive my voice speaking, "Come to me, my beloved child, for you have been faithful with what I entrusted to you." Such faithfulness may not look grand in the world's eyes, but to me, it is profoundly significant. One day, you will receive a crown I have prepared, a symbol of everlasting victory. Always remember, I have the authority to shift seasons, to mend hearts broken by sorrow, and to bring your life into renewed wholeness. If you allow me to be present in your home, in the depths of your soul, I will fill you with my peace. Healing will flow into your relationships, and you will witness my power in ways you never imagined possible. This season of restoration, wellness, and abundant blessing is not some distant dream. It is my promise to you, my dearly loved child. Your faith brings me delight. I see you come before me day after day, even when exhaustion weighs heavily on you. You offer not only your praises, but also your tears, your misgivings, and your confessions. You long to deepen your spirituality, to draw closer and discover the depth of my presence. As your faith matures, it will become a beacon, guiding others toward me. Through your example, your family and friends will recognize the fruits of authentic spiritual growth. Recall that with blessings come responsibilities. As I raise you up, remain humble, for my desire is to show what I can accomplish through a heart willingly surrendered, not to promote any human strength. Keep your eyes wide open, for I am placing opportunities in your path, doors leading to progress, personal growth, and deeper fulfillment. Many refuse such gifts because they feel they do not deserve them or doubt my capacity to use them for good. Do not let that be your story. Embrace the blessings I pour out with both gratitude and courage, recognizing that I equip you for every task. You will encounter individuals weighed down by grief, convinced that love or understanding is beyond them. Their disbelief blinds them to my boundless mercy. Yet as you stand firm in your faith, your example can open their eyes to my love. As you continue to grow, you will extend your arms like a robust tree, ready to support the blessings I send your way. Expect miracles, not just for yourself, but also for those you hold dear. I offer limitless love, gentle healing, and rest for weary souls. Breathe in the sweetness of my spirit, feeling how it calms every inner storm. My peace is the one sure antidote to your anxieties and fears. When the clamor of life intensifies, come nearer to me. Let my voice remind you that you are never alone. You can always find refuge for your heart, mind, and soul beneath my everlasting arms. I do not want you chasing acceptance from those who wound or belittle you. Human love can be fragile, overshadowed by conditions, and easily destroyed. My covenant of love, however, cannot be shaken. It stands firm, sealed by my own sacrifice and resurrection. I have engraved your name upon my heart. Even when you believe you have failed or let me down, I welcome you into my embrace without reservation. My intentions for you are invariably good. It is my desire that you flourish, grounded in faith, nurtured in healthy family bonds, and at peace in your spirit. There is no need to match the world's frantic pace to achieve success, for true tranquility arises from dwelling in my presence, not from ceaseless motion or accumulating possessions. Yes, in this life you will face challenges. There will be times of uncertainty and moments of pain, but I remain your refuge through it all. Let me tend the wounds inflicted by betrayal, envelop you in comforting reassurance that dissolves loneliness, and instill the courage to keep moving forward. If you must weep, do so in my arms. When you rejoice, dance in the freedom I bestow. I know well the hours you spent feeling inadequate, doubting your ability to continue. But be aware that when you admit your own limits, you allow my strength to flow in. Together, we are unstoppable. My grace transforms brokenness into wholeness, sorrow into exultation, and shame into a redemptive story. Fix your gaze on my promises, for they are unchanging. Look beyond your current hardships, toward the summit I am guiding you to ascend. From that vantage, you will gain a fresh perspective on all I am orchestrating behind the scenes of your life. You might wonder, what must I do for these promises to unfold in my life? The answer is both straightforward and profound. Trust me. Offer up your worries. Let your faith take root in my word. And when doubts reemerge, remember how many times I have intervened on your behalf. Reflect on how I provided at precisely the right moment, how I restored what you thought was broken beyond repair. Gratitude will chase away the shadows of fear. Standing on the foundation of my truth, your spirit will find renewed courage to hope. I see your dream of being a light for your family, steering them toward harmony and tranquility. Let your example resonate louder than any words. Where anger might arise, choose patience. Where judgment tempts you, offer acceptance. Where worry tries to control you, cling to faith. Extend a helping hand to those in need. Speak words that heal rather than harm. In these acts of compassion, people catch a glimpse of my own heart. Even if they misunderstand or criticize you for your beliefs, persevere in love. Sustained by my spirit, your endurance will bear fruit that confirms the reality of my power. Indeed, I am the Creator who commands the winds and stills the storms. That supreme authority forever guards your life. In the fiercest gales I whisper, "Peace, be still," and even the raging waters obey. Do not be swayed by voices claiming I have forsaken you. Nothing could be further from the truth. In your most vulnerable moments, I draw you close. Let my voice drown out every accusation that you are unworthy, that you have gone too far, that your hopes are futile. My grace can transcend any obstacle if you will simply yield to me. Now, my beloved child, I invite you to a practical response aligned with your deepest yearning. Pray. Pray sincerely and expectantly. Give thanks for what you have, both significant and modest. Lift up your loved ones, trusting that my reach extends beyond what you can envision. Ask for what you need, aware that I already know the desires tucked into your soul. Choose to fill your thoughts with my promises, reflecting on my word. In that sacred communion, you will find the strength and clarity you so dearly seek. Yet stay vigilant. The world is full of diversions, crafted to lure you away from the safety of my embrace. Gossip, grudges, hurtful words, and toxic influences will undermine your peace if left unchecked. Refuse to allow negativity to fester in your heart. Keep it pure and receptive to my gentle truths. Raise forgiveness as your banner. When you forgive, you shatter the chains tying you to painful memories. Replace complaints with thanksgiving, because gratitude unleashes a river of blessings. Even in sorrow, gratitude stands as a testament that you trust my goodness to prevail, no matter the trial. Remember, you have never been alone, not even for a single moment. I have collected your tears and heard your silent cries, your triumphs, your joyful laughter with loved ones, and even the unnoticed acts of kindness you perform all delight me. Let me continue writing my story of redemption in your life, a narrative brimming with purpose and unbounded love. When your legs can no longer hold you, let my spirit support you. Your failings do not repel me, rather they draw me closer. Within your home, I long to see harmony thrive, a haven of peace where each member sustains and uplifts the other. Allow my teachings to steer your conversations, creating an environment of acceptance. If conflicts erupt, reject bitterness and instead seek understanding. Offer gentleness when harshness feels easier, compassion when resentment tempts you. By doing so, you open the door for my spirit to reign. Watch as walls of conflict collapse, replaced by bridges of reconciliation and understanding. This is the home I desire for you, one that is open to my presence and radiant with joy. My dear child, I know the wounds you carry. Some were inflicted by those closest to you, and some by your own mistakes. Yet in my hands, these scars become emblems of grace, a tangible reminder that you are an overcomer. Hand me each painful memory, each moment of regret. Let me breathe life into the dusty corners of your mind, healing old hurts and refining you through every trial you've endured. Trust there is purpose in each struggle, molding you into someone with greater compassion, resilience, and empathy. Hear me now. I love you. I will forever declare this truth. I have sketched out a destiny just for you, filled with miraculous surprises and newfound joys. My love is patient, never demanding your perfection but inviting your genuine devotion. Accept this love deeply, allowing it to reshape your perspective and your interactions with yourself and others. My arms are stretched wide, urging you to release shame, self-doubt, and the fear that life will never change. The dawn of a new day is already breaking. Step forward in faith and let this hope anchor itself in your heart. I am orchestrating scenes behind the curtains, crafting divine connections and breakthroughs, preparing you to receive blessings you might scarcely imagine. Walk boldly, knowing that I keep every promise I make. Even in stretches of waiting, trust that I am working in invisible ways. When storms threaten to unsteady you, cling to the memory of my faithfulness. When weariness seeps into your bones, lean on my everlasting arms. Let gratitude be the melody on your lips, a fragrant offering of praise that warms my heart. My precious child, I call you anew to rest in my presence, for I see the longing in your heart for genuine meaning and purpose. You may question the course of your life, uncertain whether each step is bringing you closer to fulfillment or sending you in circles. I see the silent dreams you nurture, envisioning a future where joy and peace outshine your current worries. I also understand the fears that whisper you might never reach those dreams. Believe me when I say, I, the one who formed the universe, have set a spark of divine intention within you. You are here by design. Before you drew your first breath, I shaped a beautiful destiny for you. Perhaps you feel weighed down by the problems you've tried and failed to solve on your own. You've tried to mend strained relationships, bring peace into your home, and quiet your inner turmoil, but the burden often grows heavier. Never forget that the mountains towering before you are small compared to my limitless power. When your own strength seems insufficient, turn to me. In your weakness, my grace thrives. I parted the waters for my people in days past. I can do the same for you now. I feel every tear you've shed, every faint plea you've whispered in the silence. Sometimes you sense that even those closest to you cannot truly grasp your inner struggles. But I, your maker, see beyond your words, into every corner of your heart. No hurt is too obscure, no prayer too softly spoken. If you were to hand me these burdens, you would find I carry them far more easily than you ever could. Your heart wrestles with feelings of inadequacy. You measure your life against others, wondering why their blessings or accomplishments seem greater. I invite you to step away from those comparisons. I created you to be unique, never a replica of someone else. There's a specific reason for your existence, a role only you can fulfill. No other individual can mirror my love and compassion quite like you. Embrace this truth and allow me to guide you on the distinctive path laid out for you. I hear your questions. What if I fail? What if my strength isn't enough to surmount these challenges? What if my history invalidates me for your gifts? Know that none of your missteps surprise me or diminish my love. I have witnessed every triumph and every tumble in your journey, steadfastly cherishing you with an unending affection. My forgiveness is generous, my grace ample enough to cover all your faults. Do not focus on your flaws. Look instead to my boundless compassion. I am the God who redeems. I refuse to see you through the lens of blame. Rather, I view you with eyes of mercy and hopeful expectation. Indeed, you have experienced disappointments that bruised your soul. You prayed fervently, only to sense silence from the heavens. You wondered if your pleas simply drifted into nothingness. But my child, take heart in the knowledge that my timing is impeccable, though it may differ from your own. I hold a broader perspective, orchestrating outcomes for a higher good you cannot yet envision. Even when answers remain unseen, I am preparing circumstances for your ultimate benefit. I see the tapestry you cannot yet perceive, weaving every thread of your life into a masterpiece of redemption. In bleak moments, let gratitude redirect your focus. Recall the everyday miracles you have already lived through, a timely helping hand, a friend's words that revived your hope. These moments are not chance, they are gentle signs that I am with you. Develop a thankful heart, pausing to remember every token of my love, big or small. Gratitude awakens you to my ongoing provision, my steadfast love, and the intentional calling I have set before you. I also wish to speak of conflicts in your relationships. My dearest child, I see how deeply you desire unity, especially with those closest to you. It saddens you to witness sharp words and misunderstandings that tear people apart. Let me share a profound truth with you. The power of kind words, spoken with sincerity and love. When you feel anger compelling you to retaliate, remember how I responded to betrayal, slander, and even death. I chose forgiveness. Offer patience and compassion, even when it seems undeserved. By doing so, you invite my spirit to work in the other person's heart as well as in your own. Guard your heart against bitterness. It can root itself deeply, siphoning your strength and distorting your perspective. I, your Lord, examine minds and hearts. I see the sorrow hidden behind someone's harsh demeanor. Step back and allow my grace to work through you, opening the way for healing and reconciliation. When disputes arise, pray for wisdom. Ask me for the empathy to see beyond the immediate hurt. Forgive those who wrong you, and surrender unresolved issues to me. Consistency in this approach softens even the hardest hearts. Child, I long for you to trust me completely. Genuine trust releases the illusion of control that often grips your mind. You pray for me to intervene, yet sometimes you avoid surrendering your decisions to me, convinced that your viewpoint suffices. I do not blame you for craving security, but real security blooms in my will. I know precisely what you need and when you need it. If a door remains shut, do not lose faith. I may be guiding you somewhere far better. If progress slows, it may be an opportunity for patience and deeper dependence on me. Keep a close watch over the garden of your thoughts. Notice what takes root. Are they thoughts of fear, shame, or despair? Uproot them, replacing them with the living words of Scripture. Let your mind dwell on my promises, planting seeds that will one day flourish into peace, resilience, and a trust in my goodness. When negative voices from your past, your environment, or the enemy seek to overshadow you, cling tightly to the truth of who you are in me. Not irreparable, not hopeless, but my cherished child with an important purpose. I understand your heartbreak over the world's darkness, violence, injustice, and suffering. You may ask where I am amid the pain. Know that I do not stand idly by. I call you to be an embodiment of my compassion. Rather than despair at the enormity of the world's troubles, begin by loving the person I place before you in each moment. Offer a listening ear, a kind word, a small act of help, or a prayer on someone's behalf. When you plant even a single seed of grace, you channel my love, and that love transforms lives in ways large and small. The darkest night cannot snuff out one genuine spark of kindness. In your quietest moments, I watch you replay regrets, old mistakes, or opportunities you let slip away. You may feel you will never outlast these shadows, but I, the Lord, can restore what feels beyond saving. I can bring a new harvest from ground that seems barren, if only you entrust it to me. I will lift the weight of guilt from your shoulders so you can walk upright. Use the lessons gleaned from your past mistakes to show mercy to others. In my hands, your scars are a living testament that my grace conquers all failings. Do not ignore the importance of rest. In a culture that praises constant productivity, you may fear that pausing will make you less worthy or that you are somehow lagging behind. My child, I formed you for more than just endless work. I designed you for sacred rest in my presence. When you stop, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, you acknowledge that I am the one sustaining you. Rest opens the door to my healing for your mind, body, and soul. If you insist on bearing the world's weight alone, it will crush you. But if you entrust it to me, you will discover rest for your soul. And in that rest, I can speak to your heart with unmistakable clarity. Reflect on the manna I provided daily for my children in the desert, ensuring they could not rely on yesterday's supply. They had to trust my provision each new day. In the same manner, I invite you to walk with me, moment by moment, trusting me afresh. You cannot survive on past blessings or tomorrow's hopes. Seek my direction for today's tasks, whether large or small, and you will find not just survival, but a life enriched by my uninterrupted presence. You may ask how to build this deeper bond with me. Begin by quieting your heart. Spend time reading my word, not out of guilt or duty, but out of a genuine desire to learn my promises and my character. Pray honestly. Tell me your fears. Acknowledge your failings and celebrate your blessings. Prayer need not be polished. It merely needs to come from a place of truth. In those moments, you will sense my spirit close by, illuminating things you may have missed. And never neglect to worship. Praise me for who I am, for praise shatters strongholds of doubt and weariness. As you worship, your spirit aligns with mine, and my peace washes over you. Some days your faith may waver, and you might question whether my promises truly include you. Remember, my child, even the tiniest ember of faith can move mountains when offered to me. Cling to hope when life's darkness tries to swallow you. Let my word be the light guiding your steps. When despair attempts to smother your joy, recall that I, who overcame the grave, live in you. My resurrection power continues to transform the barren corners of your life. Surrender your doubts, frailties, and insecurities, and see how I transform them into a testimony of my greatness. I reach out for relationship, not rigid rules or rituals. I am not some distant deity, but your loving Father, longing for closeness with you. If you feel you've strayed, entangled in daily distractions, turn back gently to me. My arms remain open, no matter how far you wander. I am the shepherd who searches for lost sheep, the father waiting on the porch for the child's return. Our bond is not so fragile that one misstep can destroy it. My devotion to you is everlasting. My beloved child, anchor yourself in this truth. You are not defined by hardships, but by my unending love. Fix your attention on me, for in my presence, every fear retreats. If you are anxious about tomorrow, recall that I hold tomorrow in the palm of my hand. If guilt torments you, remember that I am the God of boundless mercy. If loneliness blankets you, know that I am closer than your own breath. I am real and present, having sculpted the galaxies and fashioned your heart with purpose. You belong to me, and nothing can alter that. Look around you. A new season breaks forth, chasing away the shadows of what came before. You stand on the brink of breakthroughs, about to witness my power in ways you never have. Did I not promise to open doors no one can close? Have I not assured you that my plans for you are meant to bring good? Therefore, hold on to faith. I am leading you through these unclear times toward a future radiant with my light. Even if the steps appear steep, each one is navigated by my guiding hand. I encourage you to be patient with yourself and with others. Growth is often a slow process. A seed must lie unseen in the dark soil before it can spring forth toward the sun. In the same way, the transformations you seek within your heart and your life may need seasons of waiting, of wrestling, and of learning. Do not despair over this pace. Patience purifies and shapes you, bringing you ever nearer to me. Trust that the harvest that blooms will surpass anything you might accomplish under your own power. Honor the body I have gifted you. Be attentive to what you allow into your mind and spirit, not just through food, but also through the media you consume and the conversations in which you engage. All these can feed or deplete your soul. Pursue what is uplifting, pure, and keeps you rooted in my love. Surround yourself with those who remind you of me, who encourage integrity and faith. At the same time, extend kindness to those who have not experienced my grace, offering them the same compassion I extend to you. Do not fear the changes that break your comfort zone. Transformation is often the doorway to growth. I am shifting people, opportunities, and events for reasons that will reveal themselves in due time. Just as a potter shapes clay on the wheel, so I am shaping you into a vessel of greater beauty and strength. Trust the sculpting process. Though it may feel uncertain, the finished work will be remarkable. A heart more in tune with mine, a life firmly anchored in my plan. Yes, I continue to speed blessings your way. Your heartfelt prayers, even those repeated over and over, have not fallen on deaf ears. Change may not come in a flash, but trust that I have begun a new work in and around you. Rejoice in small steps forward. A door that never opens might be protecting you from harm. A delay might be my method of refining you. My child, I ask again, will you trust me wholeheartedly? Will you place unresolved questions, lingering doubts, and every what if in my capable hands? I remain at the door of your heart, knocking. If you recognize my voice and open, I will dwell in you completely, flooding your spirit with my peace and your face with my joy. My word will be your guide, providing steady ground for each season you walk through. I will never abandon you. You are my beloved child, formed by my own design. As these words settle into your heart, may a gentle hope stir within you. May your burdens feel lighter, and may your spirit gain fresh courage, knowing I am near. Look around and see signs of my handiwork. A kind gesture from a stranger, the glow of sunrise, moments of laughter and true fellowship. I paint my love onto the canvas of your everyday existence, so may your eyes learn to recognize each stroke. Never forget that I am your sure foundation, your rock, your shelter, your shield. Even if the ground shifts, your soul is secure in my constant love. Storms will arise, but they cannot uproot you as long as you remain in me. Abiding in my presence ensures you have everything you need for victory. My treasured child, here is my invitation. Come nearer, rest in me, place your worries before me, and accept the peace that cannot be shaken. These are not empty promises, but living truths that I will watch over you every day of your life. Let your spirit dance in the liberation my spirit brings. Continue along this path of faith, one measured step at a time, knowing that I walk it with you. I hold your heart, and you hold mine, making a bond that nothing can sever. My dear one, I enfold you again in my arms of grace, a place where every worry is brought to the light, every burden set down. As you lean into this holy pause, I see the desires you sometimes hesitate to even voice. I understand the silent why that circles in your mind, asking which way to turn from here, whether peace can truly be found amid life's chaos, and if your prayers will ever be fully realized. I invite you to rest here, in my presence that exceeds human understanding. I perceive far beyond your visible trials, catching even the faintest cries of your soul. Perhaps you wonder why I continually ask for your trust. My beloved, it is because I see both your potential and your pain. Hard times can forge you into a vessel of compassion or drive you to bitterness. I long to help you choose the first path, the one leading to transformation and renewed purpose. Even your most profound wounds can become conduits of empathy for others if you place them in my care. Believe me when I say that nothing is wasted in my hands. Your tears, hard-won lessons, and sorrows combine into a tapestry of redemption, beauty, and wisdom. I know, too, that you harbor regrets about time lost, relationships fractured, and words you can't retrieve. Let me remind you, I am the God of second, third, and infinite chances when you remain open to my correction. My mercy does not come in limited quantities. It cascades generously upon every humble heart. My love is unperturbed by your errors, nor are my plans for you canceled by your missteps. When your heart sincerely turns to me, you will find forgiveness that rejuvenates you and rekindles the resolve to do better. You may grow uneasy about life's changing pace. Some things may shift too slowly and others too quickly. Always recall that I guide every season with perfect timing. When outcomes are delayed, I may be developing qualities such as resilience, patience, and a deeper reliance on me. When blessings come swiftly, do not let them breed complacency or pride. Instead, see them as a chance to invest in others what you have freely received. I do not manipulate your life. I only seek to lead you toward a result that draws you nearer to my heart and the full life I envisioned for you. My child, let me speak to your fears. You may dread the uncertainty tomorrow brings, your finances, health, or the relationships you hold dear. Fear can choke out hope and blur your vision. But remember, do not be afraid. I am your fortress and shield. Within me, you find a safe haven. Fear magnifies trouble, while faith looks beyond it to the God who can resolve it. If you're feeling overwhelmed, hand me your anxieties. You never had to face them alone. I am always ready to help, longing for you to surrender what is beyond your strength. Be mindful of the insidious voice claiming you are too flawed to receive my blessings. I delight in showing my power through hearts that feel inadequate, for my strength is clearest when human strength ends. Recall how I chose shepherds, overlooked children, and timid warriors to fulfill my grand designs. Thus, never disqualify yourself based on perceived flaws. Offer me your willingness, your surrender, and a spark of faith, and watch me do wonders. I recognize how badly you want peace and unity in your home. Perhaps tension arises so easily that genuine calm feels unattainable. There is no family dynamic too entangled for my grace to untie. True, it may take time and diligent prayer, but trust that reconciliation blossoms when hearts yield to my spirit. Stop thinking it all depends on you. Extend forgiveness even when you feel wronged. Apologize sincerely when you are in error, and treat those around you with respect. You create an atmosphere where I can dwell. Recall that a soft reply can diffuse wrath, and even a small act of kindness can sow seeds of reconciliation that may bloom much later. Sometimes, beloved child, you cling to pain simply because it is familiar. The idea of releasing it may feel more frightening than holding on. Perhaps you worry that opening your heart leaves you open to hurt again. My heart aches for the heavy load you carry. Trust me, when you let go, you free yourself to embrace blessings I have prepared for you. Bitterness and grudges act like chains tying you to old wounds, but I am here to set you free. Each day, bring me your hurt and ask for my help in releasing it. My healing power will gradually bind up every place that feels broken. I also caution you about noise and distractions. This world is full of endless chatter, and if every quiet moment is filled with screens, notifications, and incessant worries, you leave me little room to speak. I whisper in times of stillness, in silent surrender, and in thoughtful reflection on my word. Savor peaceful pauses in your daily routine. Turn off the noise and let me guide your thoughts. Listen with your heart as well as your ears. The clarity and direction you crave often emerge in these quiet, sacred moments. Celebrate even small victories. You may wait for a dramatic breakthrough, overlooking minor yet important progress. Did you awaken feeling a bit calmer today? Did you show grace to someone who usually irritates you? Did you pause before speaking words that might have caused harm? These are not trivial developments. They are glimpses of the transformation I am nurturing within you. Give thanks for them, for gratitude keeps you aware of my active participation in your life. As you cultivate this awareness, your heart becomes fertile ground for even greater blessings. My dear child, be reminded that I am shaping you for a remarkable mission. Your life is not a random event, but a purposeful journey. I have placed particular desires and burdens in your heart as indications of the unique calling for which I created you. If you feel compelled to care for those who mourn, ask me to show you how to serve compassionately. If you feel a pull to teach, create, or serve, bring these desires before me and seek my wisdom. Pursuing your God-given calling provides a satisfaction that no worldly success can match. However, remember to stay humble as you pursue your calling. You do not walk this path for personal applause, but to honor the one who commissions you. Let my word be your guide, preventing pride from creeping in. Pride can slip in softly, especially when your efforts begin to bear fruit. Remember that every ability, every spark of talent comes from me. Use them to build others up. As you do, you align with my values, caring for people above things, choosing compassion over empty displays, and living with authenticity rather than mere religious formality. In moments when you believe you cannot go on, realize that nothing about your limitations takes me by surprise. I know you intimately, both your capacity and your shortcomings. I also placed my spirit within you, the same power that raised my son from death to life. If I could breathe life into what was once dead, can I not also breathe fresh energy into you? When you reach the brink of your endurance, look to me. Through prayer, let me relieve the pressure you've shouldered alone. Discern between perseverance guided by faith and needless striving fueled by anxiety. I will grant you endurance for each day, but I also beckon you to regular rest, trusting that the world does not revolve on your efforts alone. Stay open to the helpers, mentors, and companions I may place in your path. Do not allow fear or pride to prevent you from receiving their support. Likewise, be receptive to how I might use you to bless someone else. A caring word, a note of encouragement, a shared meal. Even in your pain, you can uplift another's spirit, and in so doing, discover the sweetness of selfless love. Life is meant for shared challenges, shared triumphs, and shared joys. Your piece in this bigger mosaic is indispensable. I invite you again to prayer, not as a hollow practice, but as a direct line to me. Begin each morning by offering me your ambitions and anxieties. Then stay alert as I respond. Sometimes I speak through gentle nudges in your spirit, sometimes through advice from a friend, and sometimes through unexpected circumstances. Close each day with a spirit of gratitude, bringing me both your achievements and your lingering doubts. Let my presence shield you from the icy winds of worry. While you read, remember the countless ways I have cared for you before. Allow the memory of my former faithfulness to bolster your hope for what confronts you now. I have never stopped loving you from the earliest moments until this very second. If uncertainty arises, consult my word, which has stood firm through every generation. I remain constant in my character, continually working miracles, tending to broken hearts, restoring shattered dreams, and consoling the grieving. You might chafe at the pace of your own progress, particularly when you notice others moving forward and wonder why you seem to lag behind. Do not let comparisons mislead you. Each person's timeline is unique. I have not forgotten or dismissed you. Some journeys demand more careful preparation to ensure a strong, lasting foundation. I do not want to grant you quick success only for it to collapse. I seek to root you securely so that you will flourish over the long run. Take comfort that no matter how slow or winding your path may feel, my grace meets you every step of the way. When you think you are invisible or your work goes unseen, remember I notice everything. I see your diligent efforts, your hidden sacrifices, those moments where you chose kindness over bitterness, and the times you nourished faith instead of giving up. You cannot be lost in the crowd to me. If the world never celebrates your faithfulness, I promise you have a reward in my kingdom. I weigh your intentions and the purity of your heart more than the outward results. My beloved child, I welcome you yet again into the sacred stillness of my presence. Approach and let go of what burdens you. I see the deep worries spinning in your thoughts, concerns about the path you are on, the security of your loved ones, and even the state of your own soul. I hear your faintest pleas in the night, unsure if anyone understands. Know this, I see every tear and feel every trembling doubt, and your well-being matters immensely to me. Your hurts are not overlooked, nor are your joys overlooked. I stand ready to surround you with my unfailing love. I understand how the demands of life can stack up, leaving you unsure whether you can keep all your plates spinning. Perhaps you strive to provide for your family, to instill harmony at home, or to preserve hope in a chaotic world. My dear child, you were never meant to shoulder such weight alone. Moment by moment, day by day, place every care to me. Surrendering them is not weakness, but the essence of genuine faith. Only then is there room for miracles, for changes that exceed human capacity. I know how harsh people can be. Friends, coworkers, or even family might misunderstand your motives or criticize your choices. You might want to conform to please them, adjusting parts of yourself just for their approval. But I call you to a higher identity, rooted in eternal truth. You are not a reflection of shifting public opinion or evolving social norms. You are the beloved child of the Almighty, designated as precious in my eyes. Trust that I know you intimately, appreciate the sincerity of your heart, and take joy in every earnest effort you make to honor me. Sometimes you may question whether you truly deserve my blessings, especially if you feel weighed down by past errors. Never forget that my grace is free, not something you earn. My love does not shrink before your failings, nor do they strip you of my favor. I am the God who lifts the humble and fills the emptiness within an open heart. Take this to heart. I see you with compassion, yearning to restore and elevate you, to unfold wonders in your life. I know how fragile hope can feel under mounting troubles. You may see only hurdles instead of avenues of possibility. Listen closely to my voice. I am greater than any mountain in front of you. I, the maker of galaxies, possess all solutions. As I guided my people through the desert by day and by night, so will I guide you through every trial. When you feel lost in uncertainty, let my word be the lamp at your feet. When despair insists that all is lost, my spirit rekindles hope. Trust me enough to keep moving, even when you cannot see the full picture. Some prayers still seem unanswered, making you wonder if I truly listen. I assure you, I do. Often the answer is wait, because my timing is perfect, though not always aligned with your expectations. Sometimes I respond in ways that defy what you imagined, for my wisdom surpasses your limited perspective. I may allow a door to close so that a better, more fitting one can open. Hold on to faith in these periods in between, confident that my delay is not denial. During the waiting, your character grows, your patience develops, and your dependence on me deepens. In lonely seasons, when upholding your convictions sets you apart, remember, I stand with you. When life's commotion quiets and you feel isolated, it is often then that my voice resonates most clearly. Seek me in those early morning moments or in the hush of late night. I am there. Do not suppress your tears. They speak from your heart, which I understand perfectly. During these private encounters, I pour out my solace, gently lifting the weights you have carried for far too long. Consider the gardener who prunes a vine so it may flourish with greater abundance. Similarly, the corrections and trials you face are not intended to break you, but to refine you. When I nudge you about a harmful attitude or habit, do not resist. Embrace the pruning, recalling that I discipline the ones I cherish. Allow my truth to slice away bitterness, envy, pride, or resentment. This may sting, but what lies beyond is abundant growth and spiritual vitality. Keep watch for discouragement. It often tiptoes in through small cracks, whispering that you are too young, too old, too flawed, or too broken. Look at those I have used powerfully throughout history, people of all ages, backgrounds, and limitations. My plan is not derailed by your shortcomings. I cherish your trust in my word and your readiness to say yes when I call. Never forget that miracles do not hinge on how impressive the vessel is, but on how mighty I am. I also implore you to remain connected with a community of believers. Seek fellowship with those who strengthen your faith and remind you of my promises. You were never meant to journey alone. Within collective faith, you find shared strength, accountability, and growth. Support one another, pray for one another, and celebrate one another's successes. When 2 or 3 gather in my name, I am present. In the midst of your duties and responsibilities, pause to appreciate the small tokens of grace. I notice your commitment to your job or studies, your careful tending to those in your care, and your active service to your community. Do not overlook my hand in simple blessings, such as the food on your table, the joy of a shared laugh, or the kindness of a stranger. These moments are petals in a bouquet of my goodness. Pause to inhale their fragrance, and as you do, open your heart to the possibility of even greater blessings. Guard yourself against unresolved anger or conflict. Anger can corrode your joy and dull the love I continually pour into your heart. When others hurt you, Respond with the same grace I have shown you. Forgive, even when it is hard or undeserved. Forgiveness is a sign of spiritual courage, not frailty. It unlocks the shackles linking you to pain from your past, freeing you to step forward. If restoration is possible, pursue it. If it is not, place it in my just hands. Know too that I feel your sadness when you face loss or disappointment so devastating it tears at your spirit. In such times, hold tight to me. I am a gentle healer who is especially close to those with wounded hearts. Though you may not discern a purpose behind certain tragedies, trust that I collect each tear. Over time, the empathy grown from your sorrows equips you to bring compassion to others. In my redemptive plan, no tear is squandered. Some may believe the blessings depicted in Scripture apply only to the exceptionally righteous, but every promise in my word is also for you. The power that once parted seas, healed the sick, and called the dead to life is at work in hearts that trust me. Begin to speak these promises into your life. Proclaim that you are more than a conqueror, that no weapon formed against you can succeed, and that my grace suffices in every weakness. Spoken words of faith, rooted in my truth, can shift environments and destroy strongholds. Be mindful of what thoughts you allow to linger in your mind. The mind is a battleground where the enemy often plants seeds of fear, guilt, and hopelessness. When such thoughts arise, replace them with my living word. Declare it, even out loud if you must. I reject fear, for God has gifted me power, love, and a sound mind. Over time, regularly choosing truth will realign your internal dialogue, filling the space where anxiety once thrived with peace. Indeed, permitting me to renew your mind is vital to walking in the abundant life I have prepared. If you feel a restless stirring, sensing you have outgrown your current season, consult me first. Sometimes I plant this holy dissatisfaction to lead you to new horizons, a fresh ministry, a creative project, or a greater level of spiritual dedication. Seek confirmation through prayer, counsel, and alignment with my word. Do not act recklessly, but also do not let fear restrain you from embracing what I have planned. I am the one who can open a door that no one can close. If I guide you there, I will equip you. If I call you, I will provide every tool necessary. Trust my guidance, even if it challenges logic or the opinions of others. My cherished child, let us talk of worship, the inner longing of your heart. True worship goes beyond singing in gatherings. It's the attitude of your heart, continually recognizing my sovereignty. When you work with diligence and excellence, you honor me by stewarding your talents well. When you show kindness to those society ignores, you glorify me by reflecting my compassion. When you speak truth and keep your word, you mirror my faithfulness. Treat every day as an offering, placed lovingly at my feet, and find the joy that comes from living in harmony with my will. There may be seasons when all you can do is cling to hope, when you feel your prayers are unanswered and your perseverance gone. Recall that many who followed me faithfully reached the end of their human capability before witnessing my wonders unleashed. Do not let the accuser whisper that your story is finished. Often, the blackest night precedes the brightest dawn. In that darkness, lift your gaze toward me, for I, your Redeemer, shine most brilliantly against such a backdrop. I excel at bringing new life where hope appears lost. It is my heart's desire to grant you true peace and wholeness. I long for you to experience a calm that defies human logic, anchored not in what you can control, but in communion with me. Let the certainty of my constant presence hush your racing thoughts. Speak my name when fears close in, Jesus, the name above all names. At that name, sorrow recedes, storms weaken, and hope flourishes. My name brings forgiveness for every sin, healing for every hurt, and the promise of eternal fellowship with me. This very moment, my child, I am reaching into the hidden places of your heart, places that feel numb or neglected. Let my spirit descend like a gentle rain on your parched soul. If you have felt distant or hollow, open yourself to my refreshing touch. Breathe deeply of my mercy, allowing it to dissolve all shame and fill you with fresh courage for the road ahead. Let this sacred time renew you. Never mistake my majesty for cold distance. I, who fashioned the stars, also draw near enough to dry your tears. My dominion over the universe does not hinder my compassion for you. Though I reign in the highest realms, I bend low to hear every secret cry of your heart. You are not an afterthought. You are my treasured child. Your strengths, weaknesses, and yearnings all matter deeply to me. When others fail to see your real worth, remember that I perceive it in its entirety. Your quiet resilience, hidden acts of love, and steadfast faith in a world that often rejects my ways. Therefore, I encourage you, press on in faith. Let your heart hold fast to my promises, and do not lose sight of my ability to accomplish the impossible. Do not let hardship silence your praise. In the moment when trials rage hardest, let your worship rise to my throne. Worship disarms the enemy, orienting your eyes to the boundless scope of my victory. When you praise me, your spirit ascends, connecting with the reality that I reign above every affliction. In that sacred place, your burdens grow lighter and your courage is rekindled. Carry these words within you like a guiding light in the darkness, a compass when you feel lost. Return to them often, allowing them to remind you of my deep love and unwavering promises. If you falter, rise again, sustained by my grace. If you celebrate, include me in your rejoicing, giving honor to the one who made it possible. Whether in sorrow or laughter, confusion or clarity, remember that I, your heavenly Father, walk beside you. My dear child, your journey has covered much ground, and still there are endless wonders to explore. New blessings to accept, fresh wisdom to obtain, and a deeper union with me. This current season is but a part of the grand narrative I compose. If you let me, I will continue turning ashes into beauty, drawing you toward ever-expanding faith. Will you trust me for all that remains unwritten? I hold the pen and will inscribe a redemptive story surpassing your boldest hopes. So remain open-hearted. Keep listening, keep praying, keep believing, and keep loving those around you with the love I have poured into you. Above all, trust that I can accomplish extraordinary things in a heart surrendered fully to me. I promise never to desert or abandon you. My love for you is constant and eternal. Amen. My precious child, come, settle into the warmth of my presence. I have seen your tears shed quietly through the night. I have felt the tug of anxiety in your heart, heard the unspoken questions about your own value. I have marked every breath and every heartbeat, and I know how hard it can be to hold on to hope in a world that offers so many reasons to fear. Yet, I urge you to stand firm, dear soul, for my love for you is deeper than the widest oceans, higher than any mountain peak, and more expansive than the heavens themselves. Even before your very first words, I adored you in my thoughts. You have never been a stranger to me. You have always been a cherished part of my creation, designed for abundant blessings and a renewed sense of peace. I see the moments when you doubt that I truly hear your prayers. You wonder whether I notice your daily struggles, the conflicts in your home, the hidden hurts behind your gentle smile. Rest assured, I watch over you with unwavering attention. Every sigh, every quiet longing of your spirit, none of it escapes me. At times, the weight of your responsibilities may feel overwhelming, as though your strength is fading. But I am here, knocking at the door of your heart. I am ready to help shoulder those burdens, if you will only invite me in. It is precisely in your moments of frailty that my divine power shines brightest, reminding you that you were never meant to go it alone. Know this: I am accelerating wonderful changes around you. Some may feel jarring or come unexpectedly, but each serves your highest good. Picture them as seeds pushing through the darkness of the soil to bloom into something beautiful. Some transformations occur quietly, deep within, uprooting old fears and planting fresh faith. Others manifest in outward circumstances, opportunities arriving just when you need them, or a new path unfolding beneath your feet. All of it reflects my careful design, stitching together a grand tapestry intended to bring healing, hope, and a future that flourishes under my guidance. My beloved child, as you draw near the close of this divine message, Know that my voice remains with you always. This channel is your sacred haven, a place where every return renews your spirit and rekindles the eternal flame of hope within you. Subscribe and revisit this sanctuary, for each time you come back, you open the door to fresh miracles, deeper understanding, and boundless love. Let my words be the lamp that guides you through every shadow, and allow my promise to transform your every trial into a triumph. Remain with me, and together we shall journey toward everlasting peace and joy. Amen.